Cloudz. My name's Basil.
I'm Rob.
I'm Ed.
And I'm Frankie. I'm back.
Back from the Marines. Today we're doing a Roi Levitation review. We just picked up one of these Rois from World Tobacco. It was as cheap as I've ever seen it, so if you guys want to pick up a Roi, yeah, definitely go check them out.
Got here quick. You know, packaging was good and all that, but
Frankie likes it.
I like it.
It's his first glass hookah, so
yeah, I've been out of the game for a little bit, so it's good to be back.
So let's see how he likes it. We're going to do a close-up of the hookah, and Frankie's actually going to explain it to you guys, and then we'll see how it smokes.
Alright, check it out. Up top, we got the Cloud Lotus. We got 3 chronic hookah coals in there. We're smoking Fumari Prickly Pear. So check it out. The down stem, it's kind of hard to see with the smoke in here. It goes all the way down to this blue water. And then this whole glass right through here, it's all a chamber, and then there's 3 little holes right around the top of this chamber. The smoke will come back down and come out these hose ports. You can make it a 2 hose, whatever you got to do. Ed, can you go and take a hit? So the fat chamber fills up from the little. It's essentially a double chambered. Yeah, I mean it's a great design. This little, I don't know if you can catch it on the camera, but this little twist in the center of the first chamber that actually looks pretty cool when you're hitting it. It produces like a little spiral. I don't know. It's like the little attention to detail that really sets us apart from other glass hookahs.
All right, I'm gonna take the first hit here and show how big clouds are.
What we noticed earlier was right here, because of how high they placed the hose port and the blow-off valve, there's actually an empty space here where you actually can see the smoke swirl around. Just little things like that, little attention to detail, just makes this hookah really apart from other hookahs that are on the market right now. There's a lot of Chinese knockoff hookahs that just wouldn't spend that kind of time thinking about those little details. Another really awesome thing is that you can offset the water, making it look a little bit more appealing. If you have people over or anything, you can offset the water instead of it just all being one color, which I really like.
Yeah, that red right there absolutely does nothing. The smoke does not go through this red part. It just goes through the blue part.
Just basically for design.
Yeah, it just
looks
like Rob was saying.
How'd you like the smoke of it?
super clean. Again, it's glass, so you can't really mess that up. Every time you clean it up, you just use hot water, and it's just like a brand new hookah. Unlike
no ghost,
all the metal,
no ghost flavors.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Like
you smoke mint out of this, and you're good. We just smoked cane mint out of it, and now we're smoking prickly pear, and I don't taste anything except the prickly pear, which is just awesome.
This is actually my first glass hookah I've ever smoked. Again, I've been gone for a while, but I'm definitely impressed. I don't know, I might be a little bit biased, but I've seen some of the other designs before I left, and some prototypes and all that stuff, and I don't know, something about just the way that this is designed, and again, like Rob was saying, just a little attention to detail, like the spiral in the inner chamber, and the way that the water levels offset, and I don't know, man.
Even the neck of it. I mean, look at all that design.
It's I don't know. Definitely separates itself from the other.
It's extremely stable too, which I like. Like no matter how much I pull the hose, it's not going anywhere.
I mean, the base is what? That take about what is that like? 6 inches.
Yeah, probably 6 inches. And the base, I was scared when I first got it that the base was gonna be real thin, and you set it down too hard and shatters. This is what is this, marble? This is a marble tabletop, and I set it down probably way harder than I should have, and nothing, quality blown glass, all handmade in the U.S., so, I mean, you can't really get better than that. A cool thing about this hose is because it's so long, you can see the smoke travel through it. They do offer a tray that Basil is in love with, that you can actually see the smoke go through. Glass tray is pretty unique, so.
Another cool thing, the bowl and the downstem are actually separate. They're both, of course, glass on glass attachments, but what's cool about that is, like, let's say, you goof and you drop the bowl, or you goof and you drop the downstem, you don't have to buy I don't know how much they would cost, but like $60, $80, you can buy the individual and save some money there, or maybe buy an adapter and interchange bowls or.
And because they're separate, you can use. That's how the tray fits in. It attaches to the down stem, and then the tray, and then your bowl goes in.
Right.
So the tray is really, really useful. I never really missed it, but now that you have the option of using it, we had it set up here last time we used it, like maybe an hour ago, and we really enjoyed the tray. We took it off just so you guys could see the smoke traveling down a little bit more because we have the thin tray. I'm definitely going to pick up the thick tray where you can see the smoke. I think it's a little bit more appealing, and I like it a little bit better.
This hookah's a lot more customizable. You can of course change the 2 different colors of water, or you can just have it in the center chamber, not have any in the bottom. You can put a tray on it, change
Big
the
tray,
bowls,
thin tray,
all sorts of
adapter,
stuff.
different bowl. There's pretty much
Just
anything you want to smoke, you can do.
a lot of stuff that other brands might just look past, and it seems like some just pushing out whatever it is that they really pay really close attention to like the customer with this brand. I've noticed.
I know there's like a lot of cheaper hookah brands out there that have some, especially now they're coming out with these like Chinese hookah brands that they don't even have a name on them, but they say they're glass hookahs. And I had one for a day, and the thing shattered. And, we do a lot of glass reviews, so we know how to take care of our stuff, and it's the only hookah I've ever had break on me. So I spent $100, but it broke in a day, so I don't think it was worth it.
No.
This thing rips hard though. The downstem and the hose they're pretty thick gauge. I mean, you get a pretty good hit. I mean,
7mm thick glass, pretty good.
it's pretty durable.
Thick enough to stand some stupidity. Obviously, if I throw this thing on the ground, it's not going to withstand that. But I mean, I just like looking at it. To be honest, there's just so many little details that they added in. And, I'm sure these things take quite a while to blow.
It's a beautiful piece. I'm not gonna lie.
I couldn't imagine they could blow more than like 5 of these a day with all these little details.
That's
Like if you see right here, this is actually in like an inlet, and then it comes back out, and then inlets again. That's hard to do, especially over and over again, and making them pretty close to all the same. That's not easy.
Especially adding the inside chamber. That's a whole separate
Oh, yeah,
piece.
that's-
They have to like be putting that inside the outside part. The body, what do we call it?
the second chamber. I don't know what it'd be
Yeah.
called. It's mind-boggling. It's crazy how much they put into this thing.
I definitely like this hose though. It's definitely really flexible. I really like it.
Pretty
So
modern.
we're gonna start doing a new rating system because there's so many glass hookahs and we have so many, and we're gonna start reviewing even more. That we want to do a looks-wise an aspect, smokability, and then how is this thing worth your money? How
Cost effective,
yeah.
essentially, right?
Yeah. How cost effective this is. If it's $600, it's not really cost effective. There's better hookahs out there on the market for this price point.
Or if it's $600 and it rips like a $600 hookah, then it'll do good on the rating. That's just how we're gonna start judging it from now on.
So, I guess we'll each do an aspect, and then we'll give smokability 10, visual 10, and then worth your money, because that's really what matters the most to me anyway. We'll do 20. So I'll do smoke, and then you guys can do whatever you want.
I'll do aesthetics this time.
And then you guys can do how much each worth your money. I think smokability, it's up there with anything. It's up there with any of the ones I've ever smoked. From this $500 hookahs to, the best ones. So I think it's, I'm going to give it an 8 just because I don't want to go too crazy and find something way better. But to this date, I've never smoked anything.
And I mean, again, on smokability, it's like every time you pack a new flavor in there, if you take care of it, it's going to take care of you. It's going to be like a brand new hookah. I mean, this glass, of course, doesn't stain, so that's what keeps it high.
Metal.
I
Yeah.
miss you.
So,
That was awesome. Very good point.
what's your rating?
Aesthetics. I'm sorry. Yeah. Messed up
Like
the rotation. Been gone a while. Aesthetics. I mean, just because of like the amount that you can put into it with different water colors, different levels of water, you know, all this different stuff you can do to it. I'm gonna give it a solid 9. I mean, there's so much creativity you can put into this piece. I mean, you won't really understand how beautiful it is until you get one and you really look at all like the little fine details.
There's a lot. I'm still trying to figure out all of them.
It's just it's artwork. That's what it is.
It truly is. I mean, it's one of a kind.
I mean, even
Solid
they
nine.
labeled Roy on there, the frosted.
Yep.
And also on there.
And
frosted
the
glass right there.
hose also sets that up high. I mean, I like a longer hose. You know, I'm not a big fan of like the fancy hoses. I like them because they're cheap and you can get like a new flavor every time. But nothing better like those big hoses where you can just hold back like this and up close. And this the I don't know what the mouthpiece I guess is. That's a good.
It's a good size.
1.5 feet.
You don't have to hold it up to
Yeah,
your face every
definitely.
time. You can kind of just kick back.
It's like a flute.
Alright,
I'd
so-
say a solid 9 on aesthetics.
What do you think, Basil?
Uh,
Efficient.
Should
we
we collab this together?
yeah. In conclusion, we came out to 17.
17?
17 out of 20. Just let's see here. We just came up with that number because
Plus
Did-
the price point that you can get it at right now at World Tobacco. I mean, I've looked everywhere before I bought it because I don't want to waste my money. You know, I've been buying a lot of hookahs lately, and I don't want to waste my money. And that was the best place I've ever seen the price for. You know, it was ridiculously low, and so I just had him ship me out one. I lived like 2 hours away, but I just didn't want to drive. Cost me like almost nothing to get shipped, and he packaged it perfectly. It arrived to me in a day, and it was awesome.
Another thing about the cost, I mean, it is a glass hookah. It's going to be a little bit more steeper than the ones you get like at a tobacco store, or like at a little local tobacco store, like, you know, thing like that. But I mean, if you want to run with the big dogs, I'd say drop the money and get something like this, man. This is a game changer, at least in my eyes. Again, but I mean,
Hookah's changed. That's what it is.
oh yeah,
You've
Definitely.
only been gone like what, 3 months?
it's
Everything
definitely
more.
more modern.
Yeah.
Like they say,
It's-
keeping up with the Joneses or Kardashians, whatever.
So this thing got a 34 out of 40, which is pretty good. This is our first one, so you guys can see how the other ones stack up against it. But I mean, I can't really think anything that to date would get much higher than this. Maybe a few points, but that's it. I mean, this thing is pretty flawless. I can't really say any bad things about it. Something we didn't really touch on, but let you guys know, this downstem is diffused. It has little slits in it, helps you break up the bubbles, and
a
it
little
actually
bit smoother drop.
and quieter.
I was gonna say quieter.
So-
Definitely quieter.
Hers. I don't know. I'm impressed. I'd say pick it up, but
Definitely well worth it.
oh yeah.
Again, this is a Roi Levitation, and make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter.
Facebook, anything you got, we probably got. So
We need a Vine though.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe 15-second reviews. I don't know how those are gonna work, but we'll see what we can do.
Well, sorry it took us so long to do another video. We've been quite busy with school and work.
Yeah.
So
By the way, we're gonna be trying to push out some more glass hookah reviews as soon as we figure out.
We might even try to get some done in the next week. Frankie leaves again on the 19th, so maybe even one, maybe 2 videos. You know, depending
If
on
you're
how long
lucky,
it gets done.
you know.
If you're lucky. All right, Tasty Clouds. We'll see you guys later.
We're out.
wait.